Okay, so let's say 3D printer is not working. All right, so this is the other option, because otherwise you'll be sitting and staring at each other on Facebook. So we're going to keep these files open, right? Um, so I want to open this. It's already there. And to get to what I call a stress analysis, this is a really basic stress analysis. It's under the tab that's called environments. Why environments? I don't know, but that's just the way they call it. And we're going to start with this rainbow block. It says stress analysis. Okay. And we're waiting. We're waiting. There's some things that have to happen first. So we're going to create a simulation. And a whole bunch of stuff pops up that you don't need to worry about. Just click OK. Alright, cool. You want all of these things to light up, and you want this menu to light up. Okay? So this is just the name of the part. We need to call it something, and so I'm going to right click. I'm going to assign a material and wait until it thinks. And now this menu pops up when it's done. Everything's really generic, which means it's not anything. It's just a random, odd something just to be able to draw it. So these exclamation points means it needs to change. So we're going to go to materials. It's going to think some more. Ooh, we are so lucky. Look at what's at the top of the list. ABS plastic. That's us. Okay? Woohoo! So we are going to click on this. And we're going to apply. Okay? And we're going to call it that. And we're going to exit out. Gonna close. So you want to see this. You want to see this ABS plastic, and click OK. It should think some more. It should show that it made a material. So I want to see this plus sign. If you don't, make sure that when you right click, so let me get out. You're going to right click on material. You're going to check mark this show all materials. Okay? See how I right clicked and I made it go backwards? So you're going to see this first. You're going to left click, show all materials. So that way when you click on this plus sign, it shows it's got an ABS plastic. Okay. Constraints. Alright, that's a fancy word for holding it down. So we're going to need to be kind of creative here. I have a keychain, and what's the worst thing that can happen to the keychain? I could sit on it. Okay? You could accidentally sit on your keychain and then need to break. Okay? So I need to kind of simulate the floor. So the keychain would be between me, you know, not to be too crass, but my butt and the floor. So because this is flat, I'm going to pick this as my constraint. So right click. I'm going to put a fixed constraint. That means it's not going to go anywhere. So it's kind of hard to tell, but this turns white because I'm picking the location. Okay? So it picked this face, or this flat backside of my keychain. All right, and I'm going to click OK. And now you should click on this plus sign, and when you click Fix Constraint, something turns white, and that should show you that, yeah, it's got it. Alright, next, loads. Right click, we're going to put a force, okay? Because that's the easiest one to understand. So this is a force load. Magnitude. Location. Location is where I'm putting this force. I'm putting the force on the top of my keychain. And in my case, everything works out to be that top face. So it's thinking. It might think, ooh, see how it turned blue? Yay! And this yellow arrow kind of shows it there too. That's the display. This arrow is showing you that it's got a force pointing down into my keychain. So that's good. I like that. And now as far as magnitude, I now weigh, I'm not ashamed to say it, 160 pounds. Pounds is automatic. Alright? So I'm going to click OK. So now here, I got loads. I'm going to click the plus sign. I can right click on this force. And if I ever need to change it, then I would edit force load. But I'm not. So I'm going to leave it like that. These are the first three basics. You need a material. You need to fake out the floor. Okay? If you don't have any of these, it's not going to run. So I need the material, ABS plastic. I need constraints, so I want to fake out the floor. And I need a force, which in my case is my weight, because we're pretending that I'm going to sit on this and we're going to see what happens. Okay, you have to click Simulate. And run. And you're going to watch this, and it's going to do stuff. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower. And voila! So, what does this mean? First we're going to see how we got a whole bunch of colors. So let's pick some colors that make sense. Forget this one. We need to go to this bottom one that says safety factor, and it's part of this tab that's called results. So if you don't see it, just click on results. We go to safety factor, and it's thinking. We'll double click to get safety factor. Okay. Interesting. Not a whole lot is happening, huh? Okay, see how everything's blue? That's good. It's got a safety factor of 15. What does that mean? Well, let me start with 0. If the safety factor is 0, that means fail. And you would see a lot of red here. Okay? So, the bigger the number, the bigger the safety. So it's saying 15. It can take 15 times as much force as what I put on it before it breaks. Okay? That's good. Because if you see anything red, when you are in safety factor, something broke, and you might want to change your keychain. Because why make something that's not going to last you? Okay? So once you know this, you want to be able to fill this out. So I'll give you a form to fill this out so you can keep track of how strong your keychain is, and I'll probably explain that in a different video.